The pain of the government shutdown, now in its 30th day, will soon turn to hunger for millions of Americans who rely on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP. The Trump administration says funding will run out on Saturday.
But as CBS LA's Erica Brown reports from Capitol Hill, states have sued to keep the program running during the shutdown.
In this Denver neighborhood, Urja Padel's Holly Market is one of the few places local families buy groceries.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
More than 70% of Padel's customers use SNAP benefits to purchase food.
We can survive this month. I mean, barely. Thankfully, I'm worried about everybody else. Feeding their kids, feeding themselves.
Colorado is one of more than 24 states suing the Trump administration to use emergency funds authorized by Congress to keep the SNAP program running during the government shutdown. Both sides were in court Thursday.
The money's there, over $6 billion in emergency funds that could keep SNAP going, and Trump has said don't spend a dime.
Republicans are pushing Senate Democrats to support a short-term spending bill that would immediately reopen the government, but the measure has failed to advance 13 times.
The Democrats are ready to continue this shutdown, I guess forever.
Both Republicans and Democrats say there are some talks underway among rank-and-file senators to find a way to end the shutdown and avoid lapses in benefits for the most vulnerable Americans.
We're seeing more discussions. Some of the Democrats I talked to are exasperated themselves and see no real benefit politically or otherwise.
The talks will go nowhere if Republicans remain completely intransigent and resistant to any compromise on extending the health care coverage.
Democrats continue to insist any deal must include an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies to keep health care premiums affordable. Those premiums are set to increase Saturday when open enrollment begins for the Affordable Care Act. Erica Brown, CBS LA.
And California is one of the states suing the Trump administration. Attorney General Rob Bonta was at a food bank in LA today, calling the suspension of SNAP benefits cruel and criminal.
The Trump administration has hit a new low with their policy to not fund food stamps and SNAP services when they can. They can. In fact, they must, according to the law, but they are going out of their way with cruelty as the policy and cruelty as the point.
California and 24 states are suing the Trump administration, claiming the Department of Agriculture has billions in contingency money that could fund the SNAP program.
California food banks are bracing for a surge of hungry families. As we first told you last night, one Southern California community says the situation is so dire, they're planning on extra police patrols at grocery stores to deter theft. Barstow leaders say there are no specific threats, but the city wants to be proactive.
I've been contacting our churches and our groups that distribute food to see if anyone's stepping up. And I'm working with our police chief and city manager to have the officers actually carry a resource list so that they can hand that out.
Almost a quarter of Barstow's residents live below the poverty line, higher than the state average. LA Unified Superintendent Alberto Carvalho says students in the district will not go hungry, even though SNAP benefits are set to run out of funding this weekend.
As CBS LA's Rachel Kim shows us, the district is partnering with other organizations to make sure there is food for anyone who needs it as the government shutdown drags on.
The rumbling stomach of a child will prevent that child from learning. It is not humane. It is not compassionate. We will not stand by it.
LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvalho is making sure the end of SNAP benefits beginning November 1st will not mean an end to food assistance for the district's 217,000 students who rely on the federal funding.
In our school system, we already offer free breakfast, lunch, and supper to any kid, no questions asked. We are ramping up our efforts. Supper will be available to be picked up, as has been the case in the past, for any child up to the age of 18.
Any child, whether they're enrolled in our schools or not, they have an opportunity to set foot on our school site and receive a warm meal. And we'll be launching that on Monday.
Carvalho said Governor Newsom announced $80 million in statewide assistance for families who'll be losing SNAP benefits. But he also emphasized $80 to $85 million wouldn't even come close to meeting the needs of LA alone. And that's why he says the district and the community need to step up.
Many of the organizations represented here will be providers alongside the school district, but critical for people to know.
School district officials say, just like they did during the COVID shutdown, they will again provide meals to students in need, now even to students outside their district. And once again,
in partnership with the LA Regional Food Bank and the county, we will be doing pop-up sites, distribution, grab and goes. Generally, it's a box of produce and available food that a family can pick up at sites.
District, city, and county officials are asking the public to help with food or financial donations.
The food banks in the area, we know they will be tapped. The investment is huge that's coming from the county, state, but we also can contribute to that. So we'll be doing some concerted food drives at each of our school sites to help replenish the food banks in the community.
It is the least we can do.
Rachel Kim, CBS LA.